12 Rules for an Awesome Life by Emma Watson. From the moment she appeared on the silver screen as the lovable, intelligent Hermione Granger, Emma Watson has won everyone's heart. She's won another thing, though, a life most of us can only dream of. Starring so young in one of the most beloved franchises, growing up to become a well-rounded person, and even graduating from a top university? What is her secret? Luckily, Emma Watson isn't selfish, so she gladly shared it with the world. Here are the 12 rules that Emma follows, which can transform an average life into an awesome one. If you stick to them, you will no doubt reach your full potential. Number 1. Follow your own path, even if it's less traveled. Did you know that one of Emma Watson's favorite characters to play was Belle from Beauty and the Beast? When asked why, her answer was simple. Belle was not afraid to stray from the norm and be 100% herself. Sure, she could have married Gaston and stayed in her little village like everyone expected, but she knew that sort of life wasn't for her, and she wasn't afraid to take a leap of faith. Emma herself has chosen a path less traveled. After all, it's not so common for an 11-year-old to become an actress. Nor is it usual for someone that famous to then go into an Ivy League school. But Emma was never too concerned about the common and expected. She simply followed her heart, and look where it got her. Number 2. Be dedicated. Do you want to know what the secret ingredient to success is? No, it's not natural talent or sheer luck, though it certainly doesn't hurt to have both. It's dedication. The ability to persevere and stick to your path, even when it's difficult. Just take it from Emma Watson. She had to pass 8 long auditions before she got the part of Hermione. All this time, she knew she was competing against thousands of young girls across England. But she wanted the role badly enough that she didn't give up, despite almost impossible odds. And clearly, it paid off. Now, you might be thinking it's easy for her to say. After all, she's the Emma Watson, one of the most popular actresses of her generation. But remember, back when she got that first role, she was just an ordinary young girl. So don't doubt yourself. Anyone can achieve their goals with a little dedication. Number 3. Challenge yourself. If you want to live a pleasant life, find out what you're good at and stick to it. But if having an awesome life is something you strive for, you need a little more than that. Above all, you have to step out of your comfort zone and try new things. We know that it can be scary. Emma knows it too. In one interview, she said that every role she's taken after Harry Potter has been terrifying. Some characters she played were so different from her that she felt completely out of her depth. Yet, at the same time, it's precisely these parts that taught her so much and helped her grow. Now, she's a skillful and versatile actress, but she wouldn't be if she hadn't taken a few risks. So, don't be afraid to challenge yourself and never settle for anything mediocre. It's the only way to get the life you deserve. Number 4. Take time to explore different paths. When you're still figuring out what you want to do, many will tell you to try different things and see what works. But you shouldn't stop exploring even once you find your true calling. After all, you never know. Your next hobby might become your new passion or purpose in life. Emma Watson, for instance, likes to think of herself as a Renaissance woman. She wants to try and know everything from acting to painting and writing. In fact, Emma believes that curiosity is crucial for a fulfilling life and doesn't want to put herself in any boxes. Yes, she is an actress, but she's also a Brown graduate, a model, and an activist. There's simply nothing that she can't do. Of course, don't expect to reach Emma levels of success when you start trying new things. Most people don't, but that's not really the goal anyway. The point is simply to live a rich life full of exciting experiences. Even if you don't succeed in everything you try, at least you can say you gave it a shot. Number 5. Be passionate. If there's one thing that we can say about Emma Watson, it's that she's incredibly passionate about what she does. She doesn't compromise, and she never takes parts that don't excite her. Her philosophy is quite simple. If she doesn't feel strongly about something, she won't do it. Life is too short to waste it on things we don't care about. And while it's not always possible to do only what you're passionate about, you should still have something that keeps you excited. That way, you'll never feel like you're wasting your time or that your life is going nowhere. On the contrary, every day will be worthwhile. Number 6, love yourself. True happiness comes from within, and you can't really be happy if you don't love yourself. That's why Emma Watson is such a big advocate on self-love and self-care. In her opinion, when you treat yourself the way you deserve, everything else falls into place. But loving yourself is only good as long as you extend that love to others. In turn, you will receive kindness and care back, which will make you love yourself even more. Ultimately, never forget that you are not an island. You're still linked to everyone else in your life. So you need to give in order to take, and take in order to give. Number 7, don't take yourself too seriously. In order to achieve your goals, you need a degree of seriousness. After all, if Emma Watson had taken her Hermione auditions lightly, she never would have become who she is today. Still, that doesn't mean you can't laugh along the way, sometimes even at yourself. Emma always stresses how important it is to have a sense of humor. Life is difficult, obstacles numerous, and setbacks never-ending. Even when things don't turn out the way you wanted them to, you automatically win if you can laugh through it all. Plus, you'll seem so much more approachable and human. Number 8, never forget where you started. As we all know, Emma Watson's big break was Harry Potter, but it's been years since the franchise ended. Still, even today, Emma fondly remembers the series and feels pride for having been part of it. In fact, she says that even 100 years from now, she'll still feel grateful for what it did for her. And you should never forget where you came from and those who helped you either. Be humble enough to recognize you couldn't have succeeded all by yourself, and show gratitude whenever you can. Number 9, stand for something. As an activist and UN ambassador, Emma is not afraid to stand up for what she believes in. Actually, she takes special pride in her activism and feels that it gives her life a whole new shade of meaning. If you ever feel a little lost or empty, think about it. Maybe what you're missing is some greater cause. That doesn't mean you need to become a UN ambassador to be happy. If that's your dream, go for it. But even just helping your local animal shelter can give you a sense of purpose. Any cause you choose, no matter how small, can be worthwhile as long as your heart's in it. Number 10, ignore the critics. No matter what you do and where you go, someone will surely criticize you. Even when you become successful, it doesn't stop. In fact, the higher you fly, the more negativity you can expect. Emma Watson is a living proof of that. When she started taking more mature roles, she faced backlash. Similarly, many people weren't thrilled by her activism, insisting that an actress had no place in such serious topics. But she didn't let that stop her, and neither should you. Everyone will always have an opinion, but it's up to you to decide whether it's worth your time. And here's a bonus tip: usually, it's not. Number 11, have fun. If you're not having fun with what you're doing, ask yourself if you should be doing it at all. Life is just too short to waste on boring things and uninspiring people. If you're ever feeling stuck in a rut, go back to Emma's rule number 4 and see where it takes you. Number 12, be kind and respectful. Last but definitely not least, always be kind. If you listen to Emma's interviews, you'll notice how incredibly polite she is to the person she's talking to. When you show respect to others, they will usually repay you in the same manner. That way, you'll create a positive atmosphere that can open many doors and help you form amazing relationships. Ultimately, be yourself. While these rules will help you lead a more fulfilling life, at the end of the day, nothing will make you quite as happy as being yourself. Emma's greatest success lies in this fact: In everything she does, she is completely authentic. You can be too. Just take a deep look within yourself and don't let anyone else tell you who you should be.